Whew. I haven't done this in a minute. What is up, everybody? I am RenaMarq, and today, welcome back to the channel, of course. I know I haven't done one of these in a minute, but I felt inspired to do this one because I do want to talk about something that I feel like a lot of people can relate to. Of course, not everyone, but in this era, in this day and age, a lot of people can relate to this. And it is feeling lesser in content creation, right? Y'all don't know, I've been in content creation for a bit now. For a bit. I've been taking content creation seriously since like probably 2019, maybe. Yeah, maybe like 2019, 2020, I would say. I started taking it really seriously probably like 2021. I went on like a bunch of hiatuses and I wanted to do other shit, had other passions and stuff like that until I fully recognized my passion was in content creation, Twitch, YouTube, etc. And of course, y'all know I got my bullet points, I got my script. So I don't go on no tangents. Um, I think a lot of us, especially those trying to make it in content creation, is the feeling, I think we deal with the feeling of being lesser. Feeling like you're constantly trying to climb the ranks in a space like YouTube, like Twitch, like TikTok, where everything feels oversaturated and the odds seem stacked against you. I felt like that. I know my peers have felt like that, etc. When you're just starting out or you've been at it for a while, that feeling of being behind can creep in pretty fast. Sometimes it feels like you joined too late. That's something that I think about all the time. Like, damn, am I like 2 years too late starting on this journey? You feel like you missed the boat. And now you're constantly playing catch up. It's just catch up time for you. You see other people, maybe people you know, doing better, getting more views, more followers, or just seeming like they're further ahead in the game than you. And you wonder, which is always going to come, am I doing enough? Am I good enough? And we all know that success in content creation isn't an overnight thing. We know that. We've heard it over and over again. It's a marathon, not a sprint. Everybody has their own journey. The cliches. We've heard that. We know. We go into this knowing is going to take some time and effort. But even with that knowledge, it's hard not to get discouraged when you're putting in the hours and it feels like the results just aren't there. Then there's, of course, the comparison trap. You start looking at your peers, some of them bigger numbers, some smaller, some right around where you are, but none of it seems balanced, do it? When you're watching people who seem to be growing faster than you, it can make you question everything you're doing. And I get into that a lot, and it sucks, and I don't really want to. But you get into the, and not in the like, oh, why isn't this happening for me? Why isn't it me? Like, no, not that. You start thinking more of like, okay, what am I doing wrong? And the worst part is, even though you know it's unhealthy, the platforms themselves practically force you into this cycle of comparison. And now here's the thing. Being in content creation, until you are an established brand, content creator, whatever the case may be, until you're a bit more established, you pretty much have to live online, right? You have to network, you have to get collaborations, you have to put clips out, you have to be on TikTok doing this and Instagram doing that and Twitter doing that. You got to post on YouTube and make sure you stream on Twitch. So we are the ones who are trying to still grow. We are constantly reminded by not only our numbers, but the numbers of others. Because we see it, right? You know, it's never out of sight, out of mind for us. It's never that. It's never that. It's impossible to avoid checking your subscriber count or your view numbers. As many people say, it's unhealthy and you shouldn't do it and turn the view count off when you streaming. You still get that email, that stream summary email. Or don't check or delete that YouTube Studio app. You still gonna check it. Or you post a TikTok and you know they tell you what was the TikTok meta? You post a thing on TikTok and you have to immediately close the app and don't open the app for 30 minutes so it pushes the video out. Y'all remember that? But whether or not you did that, 30 minutes, how many numbers I got? How many numbers I got? And it's not because we're like obsessed with the numbers of it all. We're obsessive about the growth and whether our content is good enough and if it's reaching the amount of people that we want it to reach. Now, of course, it reaching anybody is good and great for you. You did the content, you put it out there, and it's going to reach whoever it's going to reach. Great. But you get put in that comparison trap. You see your peers gaining followers. And every time you lose a few or don't hit those numbers you were hoping for, it feels twice as heavy and it fucks with you. It messes with your head. And I think that's one of the hardest things about this. The doubt never goes away. Even when you're improving, even when you know you're improving, even when you know you're doing everything you can to get better, that doubt, it sits, it lingers. You could spend hours tweaking your content, learning how to edit better, learning how to stream better, learning how to edit on for TikTok better or edit clips better, whatever the case may be, figuring out your style, your developing your personality, trying to make each piece of content better than the last, but it can still feel like you're not good enough. Sometimes it feels like no matter how much you improve, the universe isn't lining things up for you, or God, or luck, or timing, whatever you feel you believe in, even if it's, just yourself. It just feels like it all working against you, right? We all hear the same advice. Be patient, keep grinding, and that's so true. We should be patient. Please don't stop being patient and try to gain more patience, especially within this. Within this shit, yeah, be more patient for sure. But damn, it's hard, yo. And I feel like that's what people don't talk about. Some people just get on here and talk about being patient And now patience is this and patience is the key. Yeah, it's the key, but fuck if it ain't annoying, huh? Especially when you see that growth, right? But it's just not where you want it to be. All growth is good growth. All growth is good growth. If you're doing something positive, of course. Um, but the reality is sometimes, whether it's even in that marathon, not a sprint, sometimes it still feels like you're just running in place and you're not moving forward as fast as you want, or you're not moving forward as far as others or as far as you want. And then on top of everything else, there's that reality of the sacrifices you make behind the scenes. No one sees that part. They don't see the hours of editing, the late nights, the missed social events, the money, the time, the effort, whatever the case may be, or the personal things that you have given up to make sure your content goes out on time and is good. Because that takes extra time. And honestly, people shouldn't care about that. For people who just view content, don't care. It's not your burden to care. You are here for the end product. They only see the final product. But back to the creators, when that product doesn't hit the way you hope, it can feel like all of that sacrifice is for nothing. And that's when the thoughts creep in. Maybe I'm not cut out for this. Maybe it's time to quit. And it's crazy because people say, well, if you think like that, maybe you really aren't cut out for this. When it's like, dog, everybody has doubts. And everybody gets into that mode when you try and try and try. Because we, as content creators, we are the most insane by definition. Because we do the same thing over and over and over again. And I'm not saying you make the same edit cut or you make the same this, that, and the third. Shit, I know I do. I'm a cross dissolve person. But I do other things than cross dissolve, but still. When all else fails, effects drag cross dissolve. But what I'm saying is, when I say by definition, we constantly put out a video expecting it to go somewhere. But we expect different results. Let's say if you put out 5 videos and each one of them got only 25 viewers or 25 views or whatever. You're going to put out that 6th video and you're going to hope for 30. But if you get 25, you get what I'm saying? So that's when that thought creeps in, right? Maybe I'm not cut out for this. Maybe it's time to quit. But deep down, you know that's not what you want. You know this is your passion. You know this is what you love to do. You love doing this. You love creating. You love editing. You love writing out a script for a video. You love connecting with people. You just love sharing your passion. Gaming, beauty, music, whatever. Film. Fashion. And that's what keeps you going, even when it feels tough, you know? I think one of the most important things is to remember that you can't let those doubts consume you, which, right, cliche, right? And it's easy to fall into the void of negativity, but you have to remind yourself why you started. You didn't get into this for instant success, as nice as it is. Some of the ones that see the top and stay on top didn't get overnight success. Some do. Can't say, But some do. Some do. But most of the ones that build their craft up and continue to improve, it wasn't overnight for them. So it won't be overnight for us and for you, you know? You got into this because you wanted to create something meaningful. And that's what we have to keep in mind. That this journey is long, it's not going to be easy, it's going to be filled with sacrifices, obstacles, ups and downs, and there are going to be so many setbacks along the way. If you keep showing up, you keep pushing, you keep improving, there will be growth. As much as you feel like you're running in place, when you stop running and you just look back for a quick second, oh yeah, you're gonna be here. Oh, you was here, you're gonna be all the way over here. You get what I'm saying? It may not happen as fast as you want, but it's gonna happen. For me, like I said, I've been like for Twitch, my Twitch, right? I I remember when Twitch rolled out affiliates, like what, 2017. I hit affiliate that year. I was only playing one game. I played Alien Isolation. Played on like the hardest difficulty. So many people joined. It was a blast of a time. Got my 50 followers. Got my very low requirements to hit affiliate. And hit affiliate. And I thought, man, I can't wait. Next stop partner. That was 2017. It is 2024. Am I a Twitch partner? No. But do I still want to be a Twitch partner? Yeah, for sure. Same with you. I just started my YouTube journey maybe 2022, possibly. Um, I was here and there with YouTube, and mind you, I took a lot of breaks and stuff like that. That's kind of why, like that 2017 to like maybe 2020, 2021, I took, work and life and et cetera, has made me pause and, stop and go on a couple of hiatuses from Twitch. And I wanted to do other stuff and things of that nature. So it was, that's why I don't really count it until I like got back into Twitch until like 2021. So technically I always say I've been really streaming for 3 years, which is really not that long of a time. But considering I've been a Twitch affiliate since 2017, maybe long. But it depends on, but that's my perspective. It depends on how you look at it. But I know personally I'm not giving up. Even when it feels like I'm stuck, even when those numbers are not where I want them to be, even when I don't get hit up for collabs or anything like that, I don't get to go to the cool rooms during the conventions, or the cooler rooms, I should say, the real content creator people. I don't get to go to those. I don't get the VIP and this and that and the third. I know that. But I get there. I get there. And I'm still going to be grinding because I don't want to be that meme of the guy who stops digging right before he hits the diamonds. We all saw that meme. If you have never seen that meme, that's wild. The key is to focus on what you can control. You can't control the algorithm. You can't control how people react to your content. You can't control if people are going to hit you up for collabs or not. But you can control your work ethic. You can control your creativity and your constant drive to improve. And take some time to look back on the progress you made. I'm sure your 50th video looked nothing like your first, right? And plus, they even say, your first 100 videos, your first 2 years of streaming, expect that to be 0 viewers and shitty videos, right? But It's easy to get lost in where you want to be and forget where you started. But if you take a second to reflect, you see that you've grown, whether it's the quality of content, the way you engage, the way you network, or even how your passions may have grown. Shit, even just the confidence you have when creating. That's all growth. At the end of the day, doubt is a part of this journey. It's going to be there. It's right in the car. Sometimes in the passenger seat, sometimes is in the trunk. But don't let it stop you. You know, keep creating, keep improving, keep moving forward. Because the only way you fail is if you stop. And even with me, I'm 32 and I'm like, damn, do I still want to be trying to push for Twitch partner hitting my 40s? That's an answer for a different day. But I do recognize the only way you fail is if you stop. So if you're struggling right now, know that you're not alone. Even while you're watching me, I'm struggling. I struggle to get collabs that I want to get. I struggle, people don't hit me up, you know. And I be afraid to hit people up. I don't get a bunch of comments on my YouTube videos. I don't get a bunch of people chatting in my Twitch, Twitch chat when I go live. I don't get a bunch of views on my TikToks every time I post. So I'm struggling, like to still continue to grow in the numbers and all that stuff. But I know I'm going to see the results that I've been grinding for, We all go through it. It's okay to feel frustrated. It's okay to feel doubtful at times. Don't let it be the full time, though. Don't let that be the end of your story, that you felt so frustrated, so in doubt, that it made you quit it all, right? Keep pushing, keep working, and eventually you'll see the results you've been grinding for, Thanks for listening. If you can relate, drop a comment, share your experience. I would love to talk with you in the comments. We're all in this together, and you never know. Hey, somebody in these comments can be your next best collaboration. So talk, network, and not in like the network cliche network word that they use, but like talk in the comments, and people relate. This is a space to relate. This is the video where you could drop your comments and talk about your journey and see who relates and see who may reach out to you. And shit, it might be me. Y'all may even reach out to me. Who knows? But like I said, if you can relate, drop a comment, share your experience. We're all in this together. And it's important to remember that. Stop trying to do shit alone. And content creation, doing shit alone, you might never make it. Until next time, please stay motivated, stay creative, and keep going. You got this. I believe in you. I hope y'all believe in me. And let's keep growing. Let's keep growing. I appreciate y'all. Till next time. But, like I said, who knows? I'm just yapping. Peace.